Hi there. Today I am covering up pages that aren't pretty or fitting in my winter journal. So I'm using homemade Mod Podge right now, made with wood glue, and covering these pages up with paper that I've dyed using a combination of things. I use these watercolors that are liquid. I love them because they're so vibrant. But I also use acrylics diluted in water and ordinary watercolors that are not liquid, you know, blocks of watercolor that I put in water to, you know, color the water, and then I put the paper on trays and pour the colored water onto them. I'm explaining this very badly, but I'm going to show you. And I have a tip. So I have all these trays, and this one is a bit battered. Some pages have stuck to it, but it doesn't matter because you can rip it up and use it in an art journal or something. So when I use acrylics to paint in my planner, I clean the brushes in water, obviously, but then I don't get rid of the water. You're not supposed to pour it down the drain, so I don't do that anyway. But, you know, a better idea than going to the recycling station is to pour that water that is filled with acrylics on a tray like this, and just put random pieces of paper on the tray to be dyed. These are so thin that they stick together. Normally they don't do that, but I don't really care that they do because I use them like this for sort of artsy pages. But the thing is, since I paint every other day in my planner, I always have colored water because I clean my brushes, and so I always have paper dyeing project on the go, so to speak. So I just put these trays filled with water, colored water, and different papers on a shelf, and they, you know, they dry, and I get an infinite supply of dyed paper to use in my journals. And I don't even have to make a project of it because I always have my trays ready and, you know, filled with papers that I want to dye. So when I have leftover acrylics water or watercolor water, I pour it on the trays and just leave it. So, you know, it takes a couple of seconds. I don't have to make a big thing out of it. And I do love the randomness of it. I never know how it's going to turn out. I don't choose specifically what colors to use because it depends on what I've used in my planner that day. And this is how it can turn out. And yeah, I like it. Sometimes I put paper bags in there as well, and as you can see, there's blue, there's some, it looks like rust, like some orange brown kind of color. So it's really, I didn't plan that at all. It just it probably, you know, the rusty color was probably dried paint on the actual tray. That was when I put water on it, it came loose. But that's kind of the beauty of it, that you never know what's going to happen. No. What to do with this? I want this journal to be, I want to be able to write in it, so all of these patterns I'm going to partly cover up. No, not sure. I'm not sure this is the right. This is the right place for it. And I think I'll make it into pocket. Oh wait, maybe that side is better. Maybe not. So many decisions. Yeah, that's the right side up, I think. I might put paper to journal on in that mini pocket. Maybe it's a good idea, but maybe the wrong paper. Maybe put that somewhere else. Yeah, this is better. I do love finishing off, I was going to say, but sort of give my pages a finished look by, you know, putting trims or pieces of paper like this on the edges to sort of frame the spread. Perhaps nah. You know, you have to be careful with these trims because they are a big reason, for me at least, why books turn into gator mouths, and I would like this book to not be a gator mouth. Nothing wrong with them, but I just wanted to be easy to write in this time. So I had a really chunky book for Christmas, and I'm kind of sick of that now, so I'm trying to keep this kind of within reason. But it's hard because I'm a more is more kind of person, so I do like to go overboard with everything I do. Otherwise, what's the point? if you're not exaggerating, then are you really living? Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. This is just the kind of thing I was talking about, sort of that finishing touch on a page that, you know, this I do want to call it trim because I'm using it like a trim. It picks up the colors on this side, but it's not the same, so it's not symmetrical exactly, but still there is some symmetry to the colors and some balance. Oh yeah, I planned to put this in, didn't I? But I'm not sure. These papers are a bit too yellow, too warm. I'm not sure they fit into this book. I'd like to keep it kind of, well, very wintry and cold. But I do have this page, which is really warm, so I might cover that up a bit. Somehow. Or perhaps up here, like, yeah, this makes it look a bit oriental. Sort of like, what do I mean? Like embellishments on a temple doorway or something. That's what it makes me think of, which is quite incompatible with this kind of Nordic wintry journal, but that's the kind of juxtaposition that I like. I can use this as a tuck. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, because this could also pass for some kind of oriental thing. So, tuck spot, not sure. This actually goes better with the colors, but no. I have to think about this before I do something stupid. I like this because these colors are there's a lot of contrast, just like in this one. Maybe on the other side. I don't know where I have anything. It's just a mess. All of these papers. It's the first time I use them. The first time I used bought papers at all. You know, design papers. So I'm kind of learning as I go how to use them, and I used a lot of them as, you know, simply as pages in my signatures. But I don't know, it's not very inspiring to just you know, cut them and fold them and sew them into signatures, because then what have I done? I've just taken a piece of paper and used it as it is. So I think I need to step it up a bit and actually make something with these papers instead. But I do love these journaling cards, the backs of them. So I'm putting them on patterned pages to be able to write something. Very little, since, you know, there's not a lot of room to write, but it's better than nothing. I am superwoman with scissors. Not. Like this. I've put it here to be able to write on the pattern page. Perhaps here. But it's so very, there's very little space, so maybe, but I don't like that side. Perhaps with something to back it. Because I'm not sure I like this black and white. Well, I'll decide later. Maybe I'm done for today, actually. Yeah, I'll take a break at least and sort of digest this and see where I go from here.